Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nangamso and it is really good to be back, guys. I really missed you. I don't want to lie. I really missed you. But I was a bit busy about something else. But you know what? I am here now. I'm here and I'm back, hopefully for good. And for those who joined us while I was away, welcome. I see the numbers have increased. Guys, welcome to the family. I'm so excited. I left, well, the last time I shot a video, we were about 93. Now we are around 106. What are you talking about? What? Welcome, guys. It is good to have you, and I hope that you will enjoy being with us. Well, let's just get straight to the today's video. Oh, wait, can I talk about my look today? I am not a makeup person. I've never put on makeup by myself. Well, like I've never put myself makeup. So today I decided that, you know what, I don't have anybody to put me makeup. I will put myself. Please do tell me, where am I getting it right? Where am I getting it wrong? Where do I need to fix? Where do I need to uh like, I don't know in another language, but kuphi ngithola khona right, yes. uh Please do tell me down below on the comment section, what do you think? And yeah, looking forward to those comments. Now on today's video, I want to talk about things I wish people could have told me about the university life. Yeah, yeah. So just a bit of a background. I matriculated in the year I matriculated. That was 2010. 2011, I took a bit of a I took a gap year because I didn't apply at university. So I took a gap year that way, but it was never a planned gap year. So the following year, I then went to university. I was so excited. I am at that age, I'm 19 years old. No, actually, I'm 20. I matriculated at 18. 19 took a gap year. 20, I was going to university. I was excited. I'll tell you why I was excited. I was excited because finally I'll get my independency. That's what I was looking forward to, and I will be away from home, for a while. I'll only come home when I really miss home, not because I have to come back home. And I was just excited about everything, guys, about everything, meeting new people. Like meeting new people, just meeting new people. You can tell by my personality that I love being around people and I love meeting new people every day. Like I that's something that I still enjoy even to this day. So I was looking forward to that and nothing else. I see studying, I see going to classes, I see the different way of learning to uh as opposed to high school. I see the independency, like where nobody's going to force you to go to class and all that. But my excitement mostly was, I'm gonna be independent. But what I didn't know about that independency was that it meant that when there is no salt, I need to make a plan. I need to be my own provider. Though I didn't know about that. I didn't think about that. I just thought of, I'm going to have my own space. I'll have my own space whenever I want to have my own space. You understand? I was never told about sharing. Yeah, sharing at res, like um sleeping in the same room, different beds. I was never told about that. Um, yeah, I was never told about that. And I'll tell you how it affected me. Not really affected me, but yeah, I didn't expect it that way. So Get to varsity, Mugel, excited and just excited. First year, one thing I realize about myself, one, I think university is more like marriage. It exposes you, like it exposes you. Yeah, it exposes you. It does not uh yeah, it exposes you before it grows you. It exposes you first. One thing that I realized that I didn't know about myself is that as much as I am talkative and loving people, I find it really difficult to make new friends. It is the difficult thing for me to make friends, let alone keeping them. I just find it difficult to to make friend. I talk to everybody, but making somebody my close friend, somebody that I will talk to when I'm going through stuff, I really find it difficult to make such friends. Such that well, on the year I got to university, I got this one friend of mine who initiated the friendship. I'll tell you how she started. We She greeted me in the lecture room, and we started talking. She asked me questions, and then when it was time to leave, I usually packed and leave alone, and then she followed me, and that's how we became friends. Like, yeah. So when she dropped out round about March, April, I then saw there that, oh girl, the whole year from April to December, I was alone. I was a loner. I would talk to people, but at the end of the day, I'm alone. I don't have friends. Like, I don't have university friend. So that was one thing I noticed first in my first year, that I find it very hard to make friends. Number two, people never told me about the F7s, guys. Okay, at UJ they call it F7, and at Verts they call it exclusion. I don't know in other universities, but it basically means that the faculty that you're in doesn't want you anymore. You know, when you have failed three times, I don't know, three times or what, yes, they just exclude you, that choose another career, choose another faculty, but this one we don't want you. So yeah, they never told me about that. They never told me about supplementary exams, you know. I was never told about the pass mark being 50. I'm used to high school where pass mark is 30%, 40% for math, uh, language, you know. I didn't know about 50%. I didn't know about, hey, guys, I didn't know about the independency, the responsibilities and duties that comes with being independent. And I got to experience that in my second year, like where I would see things finishing in the house like groceries, and now I have to find a way out. How am I going to, what am I going to eat? I need to decide. I need to make a way. I need to find a way to get my own food. You know, uh, nobody told me about that. Nobody told me. And nobody told me that. So I got to meet the real struggle in my second year, where I, guys, it was difficult on my second year, don't want to lie. Remember, it's the year I fell pregnant, and sure, my mom started being sick. She was really, really sick. So sick, guys. It was not even funny. She became worse on the year I was to give birth. That was on my third year. So things like, life just became difficult. Life just became so difficult. It was not even funny. I remember that on my third year, that's where I was really seeking for employment. I was studying full time. I was living at res. uh, I wanted a job so bad. I really needed a job, guys. And I, not that I wasn't applying, I was applying, and people were getting jobs left, right, and center. I wasn't. So I made a decision to go and volunteer. I went to Discam to volunteer, and I volunteered for a good 2 months. I was working harder than people who were getting paid for what they were doing. I was waking up, I was getting there early, I was knocking off late, not late than the, but I was the last person to get out. I was working my butt out, guys, as though I was going to get paid at the end of the month. And I guess I was working to be employed. That was the aim at the end of the day. And the manager saw my hard work, and he was recognizing it. On the actually at the end of the second month, that's when he was like, you know what, I've seen you hard working, let me tell you something. Between these 2 months, it was not nice seeing people on the after the payday buying KFCs, chicken lickings. You know, I don't have money to buy that. I don't have to money to do anything. Like, I'm still volunteering. I'm not even getting a cent. I'm working to Discam. There is not even a thing of saying I'm getting transport money. They know that I'm staying around, you know. And on the second month, the manager bought me a chocolate and a Coke, I remember. And I really appreciated that. And then he was like, I'm taking you, I'm employing you as our part-time. There were no part-times there. I remember there was a manager's son who was working as a part-time, and I assumed that it was a privilege that uh, his father was a a manager. Therefore, you know, otherwise there was no student at this camp at the time where I was working. So he was like, come with your ID tomorrow, and yeah, I'll send through your application to the head office. I was so excited. I was super excited. Guys, finally I'm going to get a job. I'll have money to feed my son, to buy for my son the things that he needs, you know. And I'll be able to help at home. I'll be able to buy myself food, toiletries, and all that. The struggle was real. So I was super excited. He came with my ID on Monday. He told me everything on Friday. Monday I came with my ID, and no, I came with my ID on Friday. So he sent through my things on Friday. Told me everything on Thursday. Friday I came with the thing, and then he processed my application right there and there. So Monday got there early as usual, the first one, and he was like, Nangamso, please come to my office. I'm like, oh, okay. Went to the office, sat down, you know, and he was like, you are blacklisted. Why didn't you tell me that? And I was like, I didn't know. And it was like, you are blacklisted by a gym company. I know the gym company, guys. I know the gym company that I thinking I that blacklisted me. It's not the gym company, but it is Body Lab. It's in Jimiston. That that company. Ooh, guys, it yeah. Anyway, I know why it blacklisted me as well. So I signed this paper that I thought it was just a sign up to say I'm coming to a free month as service. Kanti, I was signing my own contract for 3 years without even knowing. And I will tell you why I did sign that paper. I wanted the free t-shirt that they were promising, you know, when you sign up. So I signed that, and I didn't even get the t-shirt that I was signing up for. Oh, guys, you know what? This is a warning to every young person out there. Don't just sign things before you can like before you know what you're signing, and before you read first before you even sign. Don't just put your signature everywhere where it's needed. So I signed that, and then they sent a letter months later saying that they are handing me over to the lawyers. I didn't take that into account. I was like, you know what, they cannot do that. I remember I called their lawyer, and the lawyer was like, you were supposed to um read first. You said you're a student, right? Yes, you're supposed to read. And I was like, I can't believe you're using my line against me right now. And yeah, it was serious. So he told me, the manager, that we can't hire you. Discam does not take blacklisted people lightly. They look at you like you're a thief, you're running away from your own debts, you know. So what I would advise you to do is go make an arrangement with this company, start paying, actually make an arrangement to pay and actually pay, then take out the statement with a proof, actually, that proves that you paid your first installment. Then we might hire you. My heart, guys, my heart was not broken. It was crushed. It was like crushed like that. I went home, and actually he told me that you're no longer welcome. I can't even allow you to continue volunteering because you blacklisted. I was like, oh, okay. And then I left this game. I was crying, guys. I was crying. But I was still hopeful, you know. I was still hopeful. I was like, at least if they hire me, I will be able to pay this debt, and then I'll continue with my life. I'll still be able to help while paying, you know. So I went home and I started hunting this company down. Now I wanted to know which company. Oh, actually, I asked the manager to give me the contact, the name of the company, and then he did give me indeed. And then I went the to Google search. I searched for their numbers. I called them and I made the arrangement, and they were like, okay, you're not going to pay on this month, you're going to pay end of next month, and you'll start with 80 rands, and thereafter you can pay 200 rand. I was like, good shot, because wow, next month I will not be working. 80 rand is affordable. And then yeah, next month come, I paid the 80 rands, and then I printed out their statement, took it back to this camp to show that I paid my first installment. The manager tried his luck again, sent through my application again to the office, and with the statement came back with the report the following day saying, unfortunately, they still say no, you need to pay your debts in full, and then you can only then will we hire you. I was like, what? So now I have to pay 200. Where am I going to get it? Oh, guys, my heart. It was so painful. It was so painful. Like, I cried. I cried for the first time, crying helplessly, hopelessly. Like, I was helpless. I didn't know where the money was going to come from. Anyway, the next plan, I had to come up with the next plan because I've got a son at home that needs to eat, that needs to wear pampers and clothes, you know, and I had my stomach to feed. I had to come up with a plan. I remember talking with this sister from church, telling her my story, and she was like, you know what, do you know how to bake? I'm like, no, but I can learn. And she was like, okay, I'm going to send you a recipe. And is it a recipe, guys, or a recipe? Yeah, something like that. A recipe. She sent me that, and then I tried it. I had my last 100 rand. I don't know where I got it. I had the last 100 rand. I went and buy the the ingredients. I think I got it from my dad. I can't remember, guys, but I know that my mom was very sick. She wasn't working, and the only people I depended on were my dad and my mom. So I think the 100 rand I got it from him. So I bought these ingredients, and I was like, it's gonna be the end of my struggle. It's gonna be the end of my struggle. Bought them. I bought the ingredients for 1 kg, but I bought 2 kg of flour. You can imagine the mess that was made out of that. My scones that I was trying to make, they came out, yo guys, Yo, they were very strong. Bezingaqinanga, guys. They were strong. I didn't even sell them. I cried. I cried again. I cried again. Listen, this is the second time me trying something out that I was hopeful it's going to work out for my good. It's going to take me out of my stress and misery and struggle. It's failing too. I cried. Oh, my roommate, Shem. My roommate felt sorry for me and she was like, Nangamso, stop crying. I'm going to pay you back. I'm going to give you back the 100 rand. That's when I stopped crying. Because I felt like that was my last hope though. Guys, it was my last hope. That 100 rand was my last hope. Like it was my the last hope to take me out of this struggle. And then I stopped crying. She never gave me. I think she was that was her way of saying, keep quiet, woman. It happened, move on. Anyway, after that, what happened? Oh yes, I went home. Now I was like, Mom, I need your help. Intervene. I don't know where I got the other 100 rand to try again. I was like, Mom, in one of your friends, please find me somebody who's going to teach me how to bake. I need to make a business of baking. And my mom was like, I know how to bake. Buy this and this and this and this. She said I should buy everything that I had bought, but now not a 2 kg, but a 1 kg. I was like, but I bought all these things. She was like, yeah, buy 1 kg. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll see this. I've never seen my mom baking. I'm sorry, guys, but I've never seen my mom baking. And I wasn't even trusting her. But anyway, I bought those things in faith that she'll do what she says she can do. So she went to one of her friends who had a stove to bake. And then she went there and she baked. Came back with 5 kg full of scones. Wow. Like, guys, they were they were beautiful. They were beautiful, and not only beautiful but also delicious. When I tasted them, I was like, Mom, you can bake. What? Why didn't I know? She was like, you always undermine me. You undermine me, Nangam. So I'm like, no, Mama, it's not like that. It's just that I never saw you, you know. So I was like, okay, fine. Please, I'm going to take this 5 liter and I'm going to go to school and sell it. Next week, Sunday, I'm going to come back and you will bake again. I did that twice. The third time, I was like, teach me how to bake. Because now I realize the money that I'm wasting coming from university to home 4 times a month. That's a lot of money. So I was like, teach me how to bake. I'll bake for myself. And she did. She taught me the third time. I didn't have to come back for the fourth time because now I know how to bake. And I would sleep at literally 1 o'clock because I'd go to school during the day, be at school, study, do all the things, come back. Around 6, I start my things. And I have to wait for others who are cooking in the kitchen for them to sleep first, because baking, it makes the house very hot. And number 2, it brings the smell, and people are still cooking. I couldn't do that. I had to wait till it's 9 o'clock, 9:30. People are sleeping, they're done cooking. And only then will I be able to bake. And guess what? I'll sleep at 1. Yet in the morning, I still have to go and attend an 8 o'clock class. So the struggle was like that, guys. That was a year and a half. I sold those scones. I was able to pay the 200 rand that I made an arrangement to pay with that company. I was able to buy pampers where they are short, and food for my son, where I could, like, I was able to do my part, and I was able to buy food for myself, just to survive. Guys, it was enough for me to survive. It was just enough for me to survive, not to live, but to survive. I survived on scones for a good 4 to 5 months, and during that period, God opened the door for me. to a job opportunity. um, I I had applied to this job. Oh, actually, my friend hooked me up. Yes, I remember. My friend told me that they were hiring where she was working as a student, and I need to come with my CV and my timetable or a proof of registration to show that I'm a student. And yeah, I went there. The company name is Piccadilly. It hires students only. So I was like, oh, okay. I've been applying online, but they never considered my application. Now, when I went and dropped my CV, they called me right the following day. I was like, wow, okay. And then I started working there. That's how I stopped selling scones. But I did survive. I know what it is to wake up, to sleep at night and wake up in the morning and go sell, come back, do the same thing for the whole week, just because you want to survive. There were a lot of opportunities. I remember there was a point in time where uh who our transport driver was shelling me. Yeah, shelling me. I don't know. Yeah, he was shelling me. And then in his speech of shelling, he mentioned something like, um oh, he actually asked, do you have a boyfriend? I'm like, yeah. What is he doing? I'm like, he's a student. I was like, what do you want? What do you want to a student? A student like you, like, what do you get? I mean, if you would date me, you'd I'd give you 800, um and buy pampers for your child and all that. That was so tempting, guys. That was really tempting. I was like, what? Like, like, it was really tempting, but I remembered, mm-mm, I can't. I can't. So there were opportunities that were presenting themselves to me, but I had to remain true to myself. I had to remain true to myself and not allow the situation, or rather the temporal situation, um to change me completely. So I had to say no to that taxi driver. And I was also thinking about my reputation. I'm this uh you know yeah, Christian, and I have this reputation um that I have. And now taxi driver Nangamso Njani. Anyway, I had to say no to that taxi driver. And there were a lot of opportunities. Trust me, there were a lot of them. But I had to stand my ground and be like, I'm not going to lose who I am over this temporal situation, temporal circumstance. And yeah, I think my struggles paused or stopped the day I started working. It was such a convenient job for me. In Piccadilly, I would go there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and on the days I'm not working, I don't have classes, I would go there, and I would also squeeze my timetable. Like, isn't that we have two groups at well, we had two groups. I don't know how it is now during COVID, but we had two groups. If you didn't attend the one in the morning, you'd attend the one in the afternoon, or the Tuesday one. you know we didn't have the same timetable, but we had same subjects. So I would squeeze my timetable in a way that I'm only working 3 times. No, I'm only going to class 3 times a week, so that I will be able to work at least 4 days. And 4 days was a lot of money. So, guys, just to summarize this video, if there's anything I wish people would have warned me of, were one, the struggles that come with being independent. Being independent it comes with responsibilities. It comes with a lot of work, and there are a lot of opportunities, adversity that will present uh, themselves to you. It is very easy to lose yourself adversity, because there are a lot of opportunities that come and just present yourself and themselves, and uh, they will come right when you need them, and it will be so tempting to fall for them. Do you understand? So it's hard to remain true to yourself, but it's possible. Adversity, because it's this diverse place, like diverse people from all over the world. They come to varsity, like, like they just come, and yeah, you need to know who you are and stand your ground, because it's easy to be influenced by everyone that is around you. And the sharing, woo, I wouldn't have been that excited if I knew that there's sharing adversity, and there are toxic roommates, there are bullies adversity, there are toxic people. I would have been very worried, and probably, I don't know, but I wouldn't have been that excited. So I don't know what I'm leaving out, but if you've been adversity and you've experienced some uh, challenges as well, please do share them on the comments below. Please, let's share the knowledge. Let's share our experiences to help our brothers and sisters out there who are still going through what we went through, or who are, yes, going through what we are going through, or what we went through. Let's share the knowledge. Let's share the wisdom. Let's share our experiences to help each other. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, guys. I really appreciate you. And please do check out my other channel. It is called Faith Talk Show. And in that channel, I am basically focusing on the spiritual and spirit. I'm focusing on the spirit and soul development. And please do check it out, and do subscribe to it as well. I really appreciate your support. Please do continue to support me, and I love you so much. Goodbye.